What's going on, YouTube modeling community? Pappy here at West Georgia Rods and Customs. Hope everybody's having a good weekend. Just got back yesterday from the Phantom Flashers Phantom Furball show over in Anniston, Alabama. Had a great time over there. Hooked up with a bunch of my buddies over there. Old Monty Davis, Dwight and Rodney Clements. They were there. James Smith. He was able to finally make it there. Better late than never, but always good to see all my friends there at the show. Met a bunch of new ones. As far as everybody that I spoke with, I tell you what, it's always the fun that I enjoy of getting. When I go to a show, I get to meet a lot of my old friends, but making a lot of newer friends. And I tell you what, it's just it's fun to do. This is actually the first show I've been able to go to since February of 2020. So it's great to get back into the being able to go to the shows, picking up a lot of deals too. I want to show y'all what I picked up yesterday. Was able to found this Polar Lights Donnie Allison Torino Talladega. Actually, if you look at the if you're anybody that followed NASCAR like I used to, that sponsor Sonny King Ford out of Anniston, Alabama, was just right down the street from where the show is held at. But this car, man, I tell you what, I've been watching YouTube a lot here lately, and I've seen where they actually rebuilt a Torino just like this car right here with all the newer engines and setups and things on it, and ran it out at the Salt Flats at Bonneville. So, but really, I wanted to. Actually, I've been trying to find an old kit like this, and I was able to find it yesterday. Paid a little more than normal for it, but really, I was glad to get it in my stash. But I was able to find that one. There is a couple of builds that we'll talk about here just in a minute. Here's another kit that I found. Now this one I was glad to get it. This one here is the dual cars from Monogram. It's the Racing Petties combination. It's got both Richard's car as well as Kyle's car that they ran back in the early '80s. So I had this one was sitting on the table that this couple had. They had a bunch of great NASCAR kits in there, and these two, I was just like, wow. All right, so let's move this one right quick. And this one, now this is the one I'm really stoked about. I was able to find, these two were sitting on top of each other. And this is the dual kit for the Wranglers, both the Monte Carlo as well as the Buick that not the Buick, Pontiac Grand Prix that Dale drove under the Wrangler when he was early '80s. So I was actually seen they had the price on them. They wanted 25 a piece for them, and I tell you what, I walked out. Of the show with both of these kit for under $50. Actually, I paid $40 for both of them. So, but great to have those two. I'm gonna put those in the stash, and I'm going to. I don't know. I'm gonna do some NASCAR builds possibly this winter. When I built the Neil Bonnet car back during the coronavirus 500 that I hosted, really got hooked back onto it. So I might be doing some more builds as far as NASCAR builds. I got a bunch of them in the stash now, so we'll see. We'll see what we'll shake that bag up and see what falls out of it over the winter. These two builds right here, I carried a total. I think carried a total of either 8 or 9. I forgot how many I carried. I think it was 8. But these two right here, these two builds I had on the table. And let's just start off with after the show, the old Ford Mustang Pro Street, the Boss 302 Pro Street one, brought home a first place with it. Very, very stoked about getting that one. As far as the old 41 Willis brought home a first place with it. These two were in the. They didn't have a Pro Street category. They were under. I think the street rods. I think they took one took a first in street rod, which was the 41 Willis. That was the category it was in, and then there was I think 60 69 and up. That's what the Mustang brought hardware home in. And not only to that, right after the show, they started handing out the best of awards, which I never think I'm ever in contention for one of those. So I'd already packed up and was ready to leave. I was actually standing there shooting the crap with Rodney and Dwight Clements, and all of a sudden they started the best of, and I was very shocked, very honored, matter of fact, to actually be presented the Best Ford Mustang Award. So this is actually, Vicky caught this last night when I got home. If you notice, it says Phantom Furball 2020. This show that was yesterday was supposed to happen in March 28th of 2020. So instead of, changing the plaques out and anything like that, but still, I am honored that they thought that car right there was worthy of the Best Ford Mustang. But I always try to do my best as far as try to bring, just something decent to the show. It ain't always about the awards, but it's always about just trying to, I love getting out there and just shooting the crap with everybody. I had the best time yesterday, just once, as the show was going on, just sitting around chewing the fat with everybody. But really looking forward to the Acme show coming up in November. Everyone been talking to a lot of people that's coming down. So if y'all have got any questions about it, if y'all need to know anything, just drop me a line down here in the direct message. Be glad to help out as much as I can. If you got any questions about the area, host hotel, anything like that, feel free to just drop me that message and I'll try to get to it as quick as I can. But I'm gonna leave it with just looking at these two little street Pro Street hot rods right here, and fix to go out here and burn a little meat. I think we're just gonna grill out some hamburgers this evening and chill out and get ready for the busy work week coming up. Anyhow, folks, if you can dream it, build it. God bless y'all. Pappy out of here.